it on yet? Three. Okay. Well, what is up, everybody? Welcome to today's homecoming parade. I'm Jamyson Starrett alongside with my Pirate Productions team, and we're about to get started in just a little bit. I can hear the sirens way off into the distance, so the parade is on its way. Stay with us. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right here in just a second with the fire truck and the cheer team. That'll be the first float that comes around. We'll be right back in just a second. Don't go anywhere. Right here on Pirate Productions. right, what is up, everybody? The parade is slowly making its way around to us. It's passing the football field right now, so if you're watching from home and you know that general area, then you know it's not far from us here at Main Street, right, Ms.
They're going to be here shortly. They will be here before we know it. It's about 70 degrees outside.
Yeah, it is not. It's it's a chilly day today. The wind is definitely making it a factor, but it's not bad at all. It's a really nice day for the parade, but if you don't like wind, then you made the right decision to stay at home and watch it.
It is, and we are making up from last week. We canceled last Wednesday, and it's been cloudy all day. I actually wondered if it was going to end up raining again today.
Yeah, so right now it looks like the rain itself is holding off. It's like you said, it's about 70 degrees. The weather app says it feels like 70 degrees, but
I think it's a little chillier than that.
Definitely got to be a little bit more chillier than that. But we're ready. We're excited.
Yeah, check out the crowd. There are a lot of people here, and they are excited. We've got kids with their candy bags, and they are just super pumped about this tradition.
Just get people talking. Yeah, so, I mean, right there you can see ever since about 5 o'clock, the streets, even earlier, there were some people out here at, 4:30, 4 o'clock when we were out here setting up that were already lining the streets. So it's definitely a big thing here. It's definitely a big deal to have this parade. A lot of folks were disappointed when they got the news about it being canceled last week. But
how do you feel about that? You're a senior.
From someone who's been to the parade since my 5th grade year, every year, hearing it at first, I was kind of like, well, can we just do it? Try to get it in for my senior year at least, for everyone's class of 2024. We were all kind of bummed, but then the next day we get word that it's rescheduled.
That's awesome.
And here we are today. So
definitely don't want to disappoint the families. I know safety is super important to everybody in the district, but
that's right.
I'm glad we could make it up.
Yep. So, like we said, the crowd is excited. Everybody showed out right here on Main Street. We want to thank the Crandall Police Department for letting us use their property to set up and come out here and live stream today for you guys watching at home.
Yeah, if you are down this way near us, Cowboy Snow is open. They've got snow cones, and that is owned by some district employees. And then we have some other family businesses too. El Jocalito, the bakery right here. Lots of awesome places you can check out on Main Street.
Yeah, so if you're out here and you're watching and you're not subscribed and you haven't liked yet, go ahead and do that, because we do have a game this Friday against Lovejoy, and we will be there bringing all the action from Lucas, Texas, and it's going to be a good game there, a big district game. So if you can't make the drive up to Lovejoy, then you can tune in right here. But
what time is the game on Friday?
It starts at 7:30. We'll have pregame action for you around 7 o'clock. So I know Lovejoy can be a pretty far drive for some people down here. But if you would like to sit at home, I've heard it's going to be a little cooler on Friday night.
Nice.
So if you want to sit at home in the heat, kick back and watch the game, go for it, because it's gonna be a good game on Friday. I spoke to Coach Harden today, and he said that they're pretty prepared.
Jamyson, I have enjoyed the games from the comfort of my own home, and I am so appreciative to the Pirate Production team. My husband too has enjoyed being able to watch from the couch and in the air conditioning.
Yep, so I can hear the sirens. I don't know if you guys can hear them at home, but we will be back in just a second with the start of the parade right here from Main Street. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back in just a second. and the parade is just making its way around to Main Street. It has made the curve, and it is, as you can see there on your screen now, some of the lights and some people. And the fire truck has the cheer team with the Texas flag, and it is about to make its way down to Main Street. We'll be back in just a second. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the parade has made its way around to Main Street, right here in the heart of Crandall, led out by the Crandall Police Department, followed by the Crandall High School JROTC program. So the JROTC program is led by Sergeant Major Dunn, and his team does a great job. They've practiced this. I've seen them in the halls rehearsing for the parade, and you got to know that we are ready for this one. Now on the screen is the mayor, David Lindsay, the mayor of Crandall, Texas, is making his way around to the car, to the parade. And so there they are. And up next, we have the cheer team coming up as the fire truck is loud and it is screaming at us right now. But As you see on the screen now, your cheer team riding on top of the fire trucks as they make their way through Main Street today. Very loud. Very loud sirens, but so the other rest of the cheer team is making their way through Main Street now as throwing candy all over the place. As it's a great day here down on Main Street as the parade is finally making its way to us. As you just saw there on your screen, the Crandall cheer team. Some more cheerleaders coming there, making their way, but then we have Pirate Regiment and the Gold Dusters who are walking the entire parade. Mostly everybody else is in a float, but the Pirate Regiment and the Gold Dusters have to walk the entire route, and it's not a short route. So kudos to the drill team and the band for walking this entire route today. As now on your screen you have the drum line and the band. Again, we want to thank you for joining us today right here on Pirate Productions, as it is a awesome day. The weather is right. Everything sounds good. And it's a great day for a parade, as we'll get to see some pretty cool cars today, as you got a classic there. As you see the band's 50th anniversary. As you can see, some of the original uniforms, the original drums, a very nice put together float, as you see Mr. Nutt, the band director. Again, we want to thank the city of Crandall's and their police department for letting us set up out here today to bring you all the coverage live from Main Street. And we also want to shout out Cowboy Snow. They are right here down on Main Street. If you're watching and you're tuned in, they are right here. And they are bringing snow cones with prices, the smallest price starting out at $3.25, and they have over 40 flavors. Here now on the screen is the Center Stage Dance Studio. And they've got a packed house, they've got a packed trailer. And it looks like our homecoming court is making their way around to Main Street. One of our very own, Miss Wallace, the teacher of our Pirate Productions class, son. If you watched and tuned into the game on Friday night, you saw the king was Parker. And there on the screen now is your freshman Prince. And up next in a very nice Corvette is your junior Prince and Princess Hayden Chafin and Tossie Butler. And making their way across to Main Street is your homecoming king and queen. And there is Miss Wallace right there on your screen now, as you see your king and queen, Parker Wallace and Amazia Taylor, right there on your screen now, as they look very nice. They've got candy going everywhere. And coming up next is the Crandall varsity volleyball team on your screen now, as they have made their way through. All the teams are in the parade today, and they are excited to be here. coming up onto the screen. Coming there on your screen now is the CMS volleyball teams as they make their way down Main Street. As we're getting all the action right here down on Main Street, as it is a great time. Also, the other 7th grade volleyball teams making their way through Main Street, saying hi to some old friends. As it's a great day out here on Main Street. We also want to give a shout out to Southern Grinds Coffee Company. If you have not visited their new shop, they are off of Trunk Street in Crandall, next to the Student Services buildings, and they have all of your coffee needs, and you can visit them in the morning on your way to work, on your way to school, all of that kind of stuff. They've got all your coffee needs just for you. And now, on your screen comes the 7th grade football team. There's a lot of middle school athletes that are in the parade today, and there's a lot of them because it's only growing. Crandall ISD is growing, and the middle school has a lot of kids this year, and there's a lot of those students involved in athletics. So shout out to the middle school athletic director, that is Patrick Lukey. He does a great job with those kids, and it shows as the 8th grade team, football team, makes their way around. They are undefeated on the season this year, and they are pretty excited about that as their trailer makes the way around. Both 8th grade teams coming around the way. As the sun peeks off into the distance, it is peeking through as the other middle school trailer makes their way through. What's up, what's up, what's up? Saying what's up to all of our middle school. Say what's up. What's up, what's up? So, like I said, a lot of middle school athletes out here today. So they've got the football team that's come through. And coming up next is the middle school cheer team, pulled by the Platinum Contracting Roofing Company. Their truck is pulling us along, as I believe Mr. Wallace, he is a part of that, as the middle school cheer team makes their way around through Main Street. Again, we are so thankful for all of those of you who are tuned in right now watching the parade. And up next, we have the CHS soccer team, led out by Coach Parks and all of the soccer players. What's up, what's up, what's up? Hey, you want candy? Candy? You got candy? Coming up next is the girls soccer team, as both soccer teams make their way around Main Street. And up next is Rodney Evans, who is running for the Kaufman County Sheriff, as they've got some hats going out to the people. They've got some candy going out to the people. And so, promoting Mr. Rodney Evans for County Sheriff, as he has the big cowboy hat on. And up next is Martin Elementary, truck driven by Mr. Jason Jones. And their float is looking really nice out here as Martin Elementary makes their way down to Main Street. All the students giving out candy and all the fun stuff. Martin Elementary is under the conduction of Principal Mr. Matt Brashear, and his team does a great job. And up next is Noble Reed Elementary. They are led out by the Tiger Roofing truck, and it's a pretty big one. It's a big truck, I will say. But there is Noble Reed now on your screen. They are throwing out candy. They've got a whole pirate ship look going on, and it's awesome. Looks like coming up we've got both or all of our bass boats, as Crandall High School does, and middle school have bass fishing. If I'm correct, I know that Crandall High School does for sure. As you see on your screen now, the boats make their way around. They've got candy. And it's just an all-around nice day, beautiful day. A little bit of wind for us, but it is nice out here in Crandall, Texas, right on Main Street. That's where we're at. We are right here on the corner of Holly Street and Main Street, set up just outside of Crandall Police Department. Again, we want to thank them for letting us use their space to be able to set up using some of their electricity, and we just want to thank them for keeping our community of Crandall and Heartland safe. As the bass fishing teams make their way on down through, as they have some pretty nice boats. If you know anything about bass fishing, I don't know much, but they have some nice boats out here. So, as the bass fishing team clears away, we have the girls Lady Pirate basketball team making their way through Main Street, and their season kicks off on October 18th as they are throwing the Space Jam theme for today. As we've got a little bit of candy going all over the place down there, as we've got a little bit of a break, as the next float has got streamers and candy. It looks like it's the boys varsity basketball team. Their season tips off on November 11th, I believe. So right as football season wraps up, basketball is just getting underway. So the basketball team is led out by Coach Rodney Washington and assisted by Nathan Kirby and Roman Blackman. So up next, coming down Main Street, is the Crandall basketball team, the boys basketball team, as they are trotting their way through Main Street. There, right in the front, is Marlon Linton Jr. with Chaz Wallace and Edison Ume. They've got the speaker going. So, candy going everywhere. I'm getting a shirt thrown across the way, as now on the screen there is Opal Smith Elementary School. It is the newest elementary school here at Crandall ISD, as they have a pretty nice float going. And up next is, trying to look for a name, they've got Tootsie Rolls and chocolate coming. That is Dietz Elementary there. Dietz making its way through Main Street. It is very tempting to not start opening and munching on this candy. But coming now through the way is Family Sports Center, Cheer Faces, and All-Star Gym as they make their way through Main Street. As there is still a long line of people. Don't go anywhere. We are still here on Pirate Productions, as we've got a long way to go. As now on your screen is the varsity tennis team from Crandall High School. They're on your screen now. They are under the conduction from Coach Flieger and Coach Hammond, as more middle school teams make their way around through Main Street. Middle school staff, again, has a lot of students there on the middle school athletics. We've seen at least 3 to 4 middle school football floats as more make their way around. This one looks to be like a Little League float. I could not tell if that other one was a Little League float or not, but the Little League teams are making their way around as CYSA does do a great job. The Crandall Youth Sports Association with all of their kids, they got them all out here. They're excited about the parade as they're on the screen as some cheerleaders they're all waving, they are smiling. As there's a couple of those Little League floats as well. So a lot of athletes that will be moving up from elementary to middle school and then eventually to the high school. So more cheerleaders make their way around. As more cheerleaders and some more Little League floats come and make their way down, as there are a lot of floats in today's parade. So more Little League teams, football teams, and you know, when you talk about parents and dads that volunteer time, those are those men right there that put in countless time and effort. I think they practice 3 nights a week, and they are always involved with those students and with those kids, and so they really do make an impact even though they are just volunteering. So some floats slowly making their way around, but it's all right. They've got some little ones on the floats. We got to remember about those, our little people too. As more Little League floats, Little League cheerleaders this time making their way through Main Street. As a lot of Little League floats in today's parade, and they are always excited about that. Like we said at the top of the broadcast, a lot of kids and younger ones were a little upset about the parade being canceled, but it's back on this week as more Little League cheerleaders make their way around. Some of these floats, I am impressed with some of these floats today. They are, I mean, this is small town Texas for you. It's a tradition. It's something that happens every year, and Crandall knows how to go all out on it. As you see, field goals tied to back of trucks, streamers, balloons, confetti going off. Anything that you can think of that's involved in a parade, Crandall knows how to do it. As more Little League players, they're on your screen now. Again, the volunteer dads, some of those dads walking the parade, and they've got a far walk, like we said. There's some more, can't tell what grade this is, but some more Little League cheerleaders on the screen. And up next, I can tell these are some little cheerleaders, little cheerleaders coming through, as still way off into the distance. I can count at least 10 more floats. So a lot of time left here with our time here on Main Street. Again, remember, don't go anywhere. As looks like some more middle school teams, middle school floats are on your screen now. Some middle school, the middle schoolers is making their way through. Again, a lot of people, a lot of floats, a lot of middle school athletes. And again, Coach Lukey and his crew do a great job there at the middle school. Some more. some more middle school athletes there on your screen. And now, making their way through Main Street is Crandall Theater. So, I'm here with Mr. Juarez.
Yeah.
So, tell us about the theater play that y'all have coming up.
Yeah, so it's Susical the Musical, November 11th and 12th. You see our little sign right here. Yeah, it's 7:30 and 3:30 p.m.
All right, so y'all heard it right here from the man himself.
Yeah.
So, come out and see Crandall Theater. That was Mr. Juarez, the theater director. As they have Susical the Musical, they've had all of their sets lined up at the high school, and they have a great Dr. Seuss themed musical for you in store. As now you have your middle school theater team. As the sun makes its way through here in Crandall, Texas, it's starting to warm up a little bit for us. But up next we have Wilson Elementary. Wilson making their way through Main Street. As you see some little ones there and some teachers. As I can see the high school football team making their way around. The football teams have 4 trucks full of freshmen, sophomores, juniors, and seniors, as the first float being carried out by Swan Commercial Services. And have some different stuff there, getting candy from all the guys, as that is the freshman football team is what you see on your screen there now. And up next, looks like we've got the JV team there on your screen now, as they are excited and pumped up for... Oh! As now, the 2023-2024 varsity football team is on your screen now. Again, come out this week to Lovejoy, as they've got a big district game. Come out to Lovejoy, as they've got a big district game this week in Lovejoy. If you can't make it out to Lovejoy, you can tune in right here on Pyre Productions. But again, Lovejoy is where the game is at this week. And up next is the Crandall athletic trainers, as it would not be possible for our athletes to stay hydrated, stay in good condition, and all that without our athletic trainers. So, like this video for our athletic trainers, because they are really the ones that keep us good and safe on and off the field. And there is Miss Lolly and her athletic, it looks like it's the high school crew, as Mr. Melms and the team. And we're gonna give a special shout out to Miss Hillhouse for helping us put this all together and do all of this. And some more. Crandall ISD Police, Mr. Dunlap driving that car. And so, from Crandall, the parade is coming to an end. So, more Crandall ISD Police, but again, it has been an amazing parade as it comes to a conclusion. We want to thank you guys for tuning in with us here on Pyre Productions, as it's been a great parade. A lot of candy, a lot of kids. The community knows how to do it here in Crandall, as it's going to be a lot of traffic getting home. But thank you for tuning in with us. Again, remember, on Friday from 7:30 live from Lucas, Texas, we'll have the game for you. Myself and Mr. Butler will be on the mic starting at 7:15, and it's a big district game. So if you can't make the drive all the way up to Lucas, Texas at Lovejoy, we'll be right here on Pyre Productions. So thank you for tuning in to today's parade. Be safe and have a good night from Crandall, Texas.